I'd like to talk about the importance of uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. This is coverage that's offered under your own auto policy, but it's very important in any auto accident case. And hopefully your insurance agent has advised you of this before you're in the accident and you do have such coverage under your policy. The uninsured motorist coverage comes into play if the driver that hit you did not have the required Colorado liability insurance on their own. The underinsured motorist coverage is also very important because that comes into play if the driver that hit you had the minimum, but you had more liability coverage on your own. So effectively, this allows you to buy more insurance coverage for any driver that may hit you. Now, while that may not make sense before the accident, here's where it comes into play. Let's say, for example, the driver that hit you only had $25,000 in liability coverage. That's all that's required by the state. Well, unfortunately, most accidents involve several thousands of dollars of medical expenses, and a serious accident can be well over $25,000 in medical expenses. If the driver that hit you only had that minimum $25,000 liability policy, that's all they have to pay. And if you have to pay a hospital or repay your health insurance back for any medical expenses over $25,000, you could very well walk away with nothing in your pocket. So what the underinsured motorist coverage does is give that other driver the benefit of your underinsured motorist policy limits. So say, for example, you had $100,000 worth of underinsured motorist coverage. Then your insurance company would step in and pay anything above the $25,000 liability that the other driver had. So hopefully your insurance agent has done his job and convinced you to purchase additional UM/UIM coverage. If not, I'd recommend that you tell everybody that you know before they are in an accident that they should have such coverage, UM/UIM coverage, bare minimum $100,000. I myself have $300,000 worth of such coverage. It does not cost that much, and it could be the difference between filing bankruptcy after an accident or being able to make a good, healthy recovery. If you have any questions, please call me, 303-741-0249.